The story begins in the quiet mountains, where a strange boy named Carag lives with his family. Carag is not a normal boy. He can change into an animal. Most of the time, he lives as a Puma. He can become human, but his family doesn't like him doing that too much. There is one strict rule in Carag's life: never go near humans. His family believes humans are dangerous. That's why they live far away, hidden in the mountains. But as Carag grows older, his curiosity grows stronger. He starts wondering, what are humans really like? Why are we hiding from them? One day, Carag finally breaks the rule. He leaves his family behind and enters the human world. Not long after, a kind human couple finds him. They think he is just a lost boy. Feeling sorry for him, they decide to adopt him. Carag now has a new human family, a warm house, and even siblings. At first, everything feels normal. One morning, while eating breakfast with his new family, Carag watches the news on TV. The news is disturbing. There have been mysterious animal attacks, animals behaving strangely, accidents involving different species. No one knows why this is happening. Carag feels uneasy. Something about this feels familiar. That same day, Carag prepares to go to his new school. He says goodbye to his adoptive father and siblings. Then he gets into the car with his adoptive mother, Anna. His sister, Melody, suddenly decides to come along too. She doesn't want to miss the drive. As they travel through the road, Carag notices something strange. 2 black crows are flying above the car. They don't leave. They keep following them. Carag can't stop staring at them. A thought enters his mind. What if they are like me? What if they are shapeshifters too? As night falls, the family stops at a small hotel to rest. Carag hopes the strange feeling will finally go away, but it doesn't. Late that night, a strange noise wakes him up. He slowly walks to the window and looks outside. What he sees shocks him. A pack of wolves is running fast down the street, heading into a dark alley. At the same time, the lights in the building across the road suddenly turn off. Carag's heart starts racing. He knows this is not normal. The next morning, the family gets back on the road. After hours of driving, they finally reach their destination, Clearwater High School. As soon as Carag steps out of the car, he freezes. The 2 crows that followed them the entire trip are standing right there, but now they are students. In that moment, Carag knows his feeling was right all along. Before he can react, the school principal, Lisa, walks up to them with a warm smile. She welcomes Carag and then looks at Anna with curiosity. She asks, "How did you find him?" Anna gently explains everything. She says that nothing was ever known about Carag's real parents. Years ago, when she was working as a social worker, she got a call about a child in danger. When she found Carag, he was scared and shaking. She couldn't leave him behind, so she took him home, and later convinced her husband to adopt him. As Carag grew older, he always felt different in the city. When it was time for middle school, Anna received a letter inviting Carag to Clearwater High. She believed this school would help him finally fit in and make friends. After hearing the story, Lisa nods and smiles. Then she asks to speak to Carag alone. Once they are away from the others, Lisa tells him the truth. At this school, everyone is a shapeshifter. Carag doesn't have to hide anymore. For the first time in his life, he feels like he truly belongs. But before he can even take it all in, the school alarm suddenly goes off. Lisa rushes outside to check what's happening, and that's when she sees something troubling. Anna and Melody are calmly walking through a restricted area of the school. She is not happy. Lisa quickly orders her assistant to escort them out of the campus at once. Back inside, Carag is completely amazed. This is the first time in his life he has seen so many shapeshifters together in one place. As he walks through the halls, he suddenly bumps into Jeffrey and his pack. The air turns tense right away. Both sides lock eyes, and it feels like a fight could break out at any moment. But before anything happens, James steps in and stops them. Soon after, the school holds an official welcome ceremony. When it's over, Anna hugs Carag and says goodbye. She and Melody walk back to the car just as Andrew arrives. Andrew is a rich and powerful man. He is the one who funds the entire school. Carag meets Andrew shortly after. During their talk, Carag admits something very personal. He says he left the mountains because he felt there was more to life than just being a Puma. If he had stayed there forever, he would never have found out who he truly was. Later, Carag reaches his dorm room. Lisa explains the basic school rules and then leaves him alone. Suddenly, a squirrel appears at his window. Carag lets it inside and quickly realizes it's not a normal squirrel. It's Holly. She has been assigned as his guide and will help him in his first transformation class. In class, the teacher gives a serious warning. Students can only use their powers during lessons, and most importantly, humans must never see them transform. Then Carag is chosen to show his powers in front of everyone. But just before he can transform, Brandon steps forward. Brandon is a bison shapeshifter. He turns into his animal form but can't stay human for long. He quickly loses control, causing chaos in the room. Watching this, Carag starts feeling unsure. He feels disconnected from his animal side and decides not to transform. With Lisa's help, Carag slowly remembers his past. He sees himself running free through the forest with his real family. Those memories hit deep. That connection wakes something inside him. And finally, Carag transforms. At that moment, the principal tells everyone in the room to do the same. That's when Carag realizes the truth. Most of the students here are wolves. Lisa explains his true role. At this school, he will learn how to balance his human side and his animal side. One day, he could become a bridge between both worlds. Later that evening, Carag rests in his room, trying to process everything. Suddenly, Brandon shows up. He casually announces that he's Carag's new roommate. Not long after, Holly knocks on the door and tells them it's time for dinner. In the cafeteria, Carag meets Dorian, a boy who can turn into a cat. Dorian shares his story. Before coming to the school, he lived as a pet with a human family. Everything was fine until they caught him opening a can of sardines with his hands. After Carag revealed his animal form, many students start respecting him, but some are also afraid of him. For the weaker students, just standing near him feels scary. One small boy, who can turn into a tiny horse, tries to stay unnoticed, but he runs into Jeffrey and his wolf pack. The situation turns dangerous fast. Carag doesn't think twice. He steps in to protect the boy. This only makes things worse. The wolves try to scare him, but James arrives just in time and breaks up the fight. That night, Carag dreams about his family, but suddenly a loud crash wakes him up. Brandon has transformed in his sleep and completely destroyed his bed. Brandon laughs it off and says it happens once or twice a week. Carag realizes his nights here won't be as peaceful as he hoped. The next day, during combat class, Brandon and Borda are picked to fight, but Brandon refuses. He says he's a pacifist and walks away. The teacher then chooses Carag. Carag still doubts himself. Seeing this, Andrew steps in and hands him a small pouch. Inside is Puma urine. The moment Carag smells it, something snaps. He transforms instantly. Even though Borda is much bigger, Carag moves faster, strikes harder, and fights with pure will. In the end, he wins. Next, it's Dorian's turn. But the awful smell from his opponent makes the cat run away, giving up the fight. At the end of class, Andrew approaches Carag. Impressed by what he saw, he makes him an offer. Andrew wants to become Carag's mentor. To prove he believes in him, Andrew even gives Carag the pouch of Puma urine, saying the boy has a bright future ahead. But someone is not happy about this. Jeffrey watches everything from a distance. Seeing the school's sponsor favor a new student fills him with jealousy, so he challenges Carag. Jeffrey promises that if Carag can beat the wolves in a duel, they will leave him alone forever. That afternoon, Carag meets his friends in the treehouse and tells them everything. Brandon is worried and warns him that fighting could get him expelled, but Carag has had enough of the insults. He refuses to back down. Holly promises to stand by his side, and even though Brandon is nervous, he admits he can't wait to see the wolves finally get what they deserve. That night, the three of them sneak out of the dorms. Before leaving, Carag smells the pouch to awaken his animal side, and transforms. When they reach the duel spot, Carag asks who he'll be fighting. That's when he realizes the truth. It's a trap. Not two wolves, but Jeffrey and his entire pack. Still, Carag doesn't run. He's stronger than any of them one-on-one, but the wolves attack together. They jump him from behind and pile on all at once. Seeing Carag in danger, Holly pushes Brandon off a cliff, forcing him to leap down and help. While Brandon distracts the pack, Carag fights back with everything he has. In the end, the wolves have no choice but to retreat. Jeffrey is defeated. The next morning, James notices several injured students and sends them straight to the infirmary. Their excuses are weak. It's obvious they fought during the night. Just as Carag is about to be called in by the principal, something unexpected happens. Andrew invites him out for a drive. During the ride, Carag realizes Andrew already knows what happened. Andrew tells him the truth. A real Puma shouldn't have needed help, even against 4 wolves. Because Carag left his real family too early, he never learned how to hunt. So Andrew decides to teach him. He wants to turn Carag into a true predator. When they return, Lisa stops them. Angry, she forbids Andrew from giving Carag any special treatment. She warns Carag directly. If he wants to stay at the school, he must follow the rules and never fight outside of class again. Later, Holly and Brandon rush over to check on him. That's when Carag notices Lou walking into the forest and decides to follow her. Together, they overhear teachers talking about the recent animal attacks. They are sure shapeshifters are behind them. If humans learn the truth, peace between the two worlds will be over. That's why Lisa and the council must stop the attacks at any cost. On the way back, Carag confesses something important. During his road trip, he saw wolves attacking humans in a nearby town. He is sure it was Jeffrey's pack. The next day, Andrew keeps his promise and takes Carag into the forest. He teaches him how to hunt. First choose the prey, then watch it carefully, and finally, strike at the right moment. Carag succeeds and catches a deer. They share the meal. On the way back, Andrew opens up. He once had a daughter. If she had lived, she would be Carag's age. Later at recess, Lou notices Carag isn't eating. He tells her he already hunted that morning. Hearing this, Lou goes quiet and walks away. She remembers the day a puma attacked her mother, leaving her badly hurt. Feeling guilty, Carag follows her into the forest, trying to make things right, but he can't catch up. That night, Carag hears howls outside his window. It's Jeffrey's pack. Suspicious, he follows them to the nearest town. There, he sees the wolves scare off a guard and sneak into a factory. Just as he's about to confront them, they turn on him. But before a fight can start, Andrew appears. He stops everything, orders the wolves into the car, and drives them all back to the school. After that, Andrew asks Carag to stay behind with him, alone. That's when the truth finally comes out. Andrew admits he is the one behind the recent animal attacks. Hearing this breaks Carag's heart. He feels betrayed and realizes he may never have trusted Andrew in the first place. Andrew then opens up about his past. Years ago, his wife and young daughter were killed by a hunter in the forest. Since that day, Andrew has lived with deep anger toward humans. He believes humans have ruled over nature, destroyed habitats, and pushed many animals to extinction. For 50 years, the school council tried to guide humans to protect nature, but nothing worked. Things only got worse. So Andrew decided to act on his own. During dinner, a woman arrives to serve food. Carag notices she has a mechanical leg. Andrew explains she's a snake shapeshifter who was hit by a car while in animal form. That's when Andrew invites Carag to join his plan. Carag refuses. He says he doesn't want anyone to get hurt. Andrew replies that he doesn't want to kill humans. He only wants to destroy their machines and slow down projects that destroy animal homes. Carag says he'll think about it and agrees to keep the secret for now. The next morning, Carag helps Brandon train in the forest. The bison runs wildly, smashing through trees. Suddenly, Brandon gets hit by a car. The car belongs to Carag's adoptive parents who came to visit him. Panicking, Carag rushes over and invites them inside to hide what just happened. Inside his room, Anna spots a squirrel digging through Carag's things. The principal quickly scolds her, reminding her that visits must follow strict rules. Before leaving, Anna tells Carag she'll stay in a nearby town for the weekend and asks him to join her. Carag happily agrees. Later, Andrew calls Carag and invites him to a special event that same weekend. Carag refuses and makes it clear he doesn't support harming humans. Andrew hangs up without a word. Feeling uneasy, Carag goes into the forest to clear his head and practice transforming. Hours later, Wing finds him, worried. Suddenly, a drone appears in the sky. Wing recognizes it right away. It belongs to a hunter, and tracking dogs have already been released. Carag runs and hides in the treetops, but the drone follows him. To save him, Wing destroys the drone and tells Carag to keep running. After a long escape, Carag finally collapses from exhaustion. That's when Shadow, one of the Crow girls, appears and throws him clothes so he can turn back into human form. With help from his friends, Carag makes it back toward the school, but just before reaching campus, he faints. Andrew finds him and takes him to his house to rest. When Carag wakes up, he tells Andrew about the hunter. A painful thought hits him. What if the same thing that happened to Andrew's family also happened to his real family? That fear changes everything. Carag decides to support Andrew's plan and join his fight. Before their first mission, Andrew reveals something shocking. He has already sent shapeshifters to search for Carag's real family. If they are alive, he promises they will find them. Soon after, Carag gets a call from Anna. She cancels their weekend trip, saying she has an important appointment. At the same time, Brandon and Holly show up, worried about him. They try to talk to Carag, but he has already started pulling away from them. Soon after, Carag leaves with Andrew and the others toward the mine. Once they arrive, Andrew splits the group. Carag is told to scare forest animals away from the area. Jeffrey and the wolves are supposed to force the workers out so no one gets hurt. At first, Carag chases away a few rabbits, but then his heart almost stops. He realizes his adoptive parents are camping nearby. Terrified, Carag calls Andrew right away. Andrew calmly says he saw them far away in the valley and promises they're safe. Still, Carag feels something is wrong. The wolves scare the workers so badly that they flee in a truck. As soon as the humans leave, Derek climbs into the vehicle to release the stacked logs. Carag begs him to stop. If the logs fall, his family could die. At that moment, Brandon and Holly arrive to support Carag. Things get even more tense. Then Shadow and Wing appear flying overhead. The wolves panic. They don't want to be reported or expelled, so they abandon the mission and run. Now Lou steps in and tries to reason with Derek. She tells him destroying everything will only make humans fight back harder, but Derek doesn't listen. He shoves Lou. That enrages the crows, who attack him instantly. Furious, Derek transforms into a grizzly bear. Brandon jumps in to protect his friends. Holly joins the fight. Carag, now in his Puma form, manages to throw Derek out of the truck. Just then, Andrew steps in. He removes the logs blocking the wheels. The truck starts to move. Carag realizes Andrew is letting the logs fall. Feeling betrayed, Andrew attacks Carag, and the two begin to fight. But suddenly, Carag sees the logs rolling down the cliff, straight toward the valley where his family is. He stops fighting and runs. The logs crash violently down the mountain. Anna screams for everyone to hide, but Melody doesn't hear her. She's wearing headphones. By the time Melody notices, it's too late. The logs are already coming. She screams. At the last second, Carag, still in Puma form, leaps forward and pushes her out of the way. Anna runs to Melody, crying with relief when she sees her alive. Melody, shaking, says a Puma saved her. Her father insists she must be imagining it. Moments later, Lou and the others find Carag lying unconscious in the forest. For a terrifying second, they think he's dead. Then the big cat opens his eyes. Everyone breathes again. As soon as he can move, Carag rushes to check on his family. That's when Andrew shows up, pretending he arrived just in time. He quickly calls a helicopter to take the family to the hospital. Thankfully, they all survive. Once his parents are safe, Carag explodes in anger. He threatens to tell the headmistress that Andrew is behind the attacks. Andrew then delivers a chilling blow. He has found Carag's real family in the Yellowstone Mountains, and he will only reveal their location if Carag stays silent. Just then, Lisa arrives. Andrew blames everything on Derek, saying he planned the attack. Lisa isn't fully convinced, but police sirens are getting closer. She leaves, promising a full investigation. Back at the school, Carag and his friends are welcomed as heroes. Word of what they did has spread everywhere. But behind the cheers, Carag knows the truth. The fight isn't over yet. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what you think about this movie in the comments.